Hello students, welcome to ReviseU, the learning platform. In today's video lecture, we are going to talk about a term which is known as electric flux. So prior to knowing that what is an electric flux, we should first know that what do you mean by flux, right? This is the first time you might be hearing this term flux. So flux refers to something which is actually crossing that area, right? How much amount of thing has been crossed. Let me just give you an example. So when you people talk about something known as flux, right? So flux refers to actually flowing in or flowing out, right? So when here we are talking about the term electric flux, right? So something which is flowing in and flowing out. So what can electric word do over here, right? So we have something known as electric lines of force or electric field, right? So these are what? These are electric field lines over here that we have. And this is our body which is kept in between this electric field. So now what we are doing in this is the area that is kept between the electric field lines. How much electric or how many electric field lines are actually passing through or flowing in and out of this area. So over here we can just see like 4 electric lines of force are actually moving in and then out of this area, right? So this is actually known as your electric flux. And when you try to define it or you try to give a proper definition to it, so this is what electric flux over an area is actually the amount of electric field that represents, right? The amount of electric field that represents the total number of, that means the total number of your electric field lines which are crossing that area. So this is what I have made you guys understand. Like over here we have an area which is kept in between some presence of electric field and the electric field is going through that area, right? So the amount of electric field which is experienced by this object will be equal to the total number of electric lines crossing this area. This is its definition, right? So over here if we see delta S is the surface area of the element that we have kept over here. So if we just try to tilt it, right? So just assume that we tilted the surface. So this is our surface, right? This is our surface, and now the electric lines of force are going like this. That is, we have kept it at certain angle, right? So these are the electric lines of forces, right? Assume them to be parallel to each other. So these are your electric lines of force. This is your surface ds, right? Now what do you have? You have this area as ds. Now if you just consider it over here, this is at some angle from your this electric lines of force, right? So that is that it is tilted, it is kept at some tilt. So now the tilt area element which is represented over here, right? Over here you can see that in this area what is happening, the number of field lines which are passing this by some angle theta are small, right? They are small because they are making some angle theta with them right now, right? So these are smaller. As the projection of the area element over here is normal to E, and there is a component of E over here, right? Over here the entire E was passing through this surface. Now you have the surface, but there is, like, if you consider this as a surface, right, and this as the electric lines and lines of force, right? So this is the plane. What is happening, that there is some angle. Now entirely this complete E or the electric lines of force is not acting on this surface. Now we have a component known as E cos theta, which is actually playing the role, right? It is not E. Earlier it was E which was playing the role, but now you have E cos of theta component, right? So can we just write over here like the total electric lines of force which will be crossing this area will be represented by E cos theta into your delta S. Delta is actually the surface area of this element, right? So over here we have seen when they both were actually having a perpendicular angle between them, like it was theta was 90 degree. So what we had is that the maximum numbers of electric lines of force was crossing your area element, like in this, right? But if you place the area elements at some angle from your electric lines of force, say theta, then what is going to have? You will have just one component of E which will be acting on your delta S surface, right? The entire surface is not going to have the entire electric field force on it, right? You will have just one component. So we define electric flux as your electric flux is defined by a symbol which is phi, right? We say it phi, phi, right? So this phi, when we are talking about the electric flux through an area element delta S, right? So we can just write it down as phi is equal to E. Since E is electric field, right? So we have it as a vector quantity. Dot product of delta S. Why have we written it as dot product for the people or the students who are wondering? So I told you in the previous slide itself that you have something known as dot product and you have something known as your cross product, right? These are the two products we talk about in case of your vectors, right? So when you have the term associated which is known as cos, so you have something known as a dot to replace that cos term, right? So originally this expression was your theta is equal to E delta S of cos theta. So this is your expression. And when we use cross, when we have the quantity known as sine theta with us, right? So this is the definition of your electric flux, and I hope that the concept of your electric flux is clear to you, where theta is actually the angle. It is the angle which is made between your electric lines of forces and towards, right? It is towards the normal to the area element, right? This is its definition, right? So actually we can say that phi is what? Phi is E times the projection of the area element over here, right? And this is the exact definition of your electric flux. In the next video lecture, we are going to see the certain properties of your electric flux. So till then, thank you and have a nice day.